Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell you the truth. When I was young, I thought that money was the most important thing in life. Now that I am old, I know that it is. There are only two tragedies in life. One is not getting what one wants, and the other is getting it. Children begin by loving their parents. After a time, they judge them. Rarely, if ever, do they forgive them. A dreamer is one who can only find his way by moonlight, and his punishment is that he sees the dawn before the rest of the world. Between men and women, there is no friendship possible. There is passion, enmity, worship, love, but no friendship. The only difference between the saint and the sinner is that every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. To lose one parent may be regarded as a misfortune. To lose both looks like carelessness. Beauty is the only thing that time cannot harm. Philosophies fall away like sand. Creeds follow one another. But what is beautiful is a joy for all seasons, a possession for all eternity. By giving us the opinions of the uneducated, journalism keeps us in touch with the ignorance of the community. How can a woman be expected to be happy with a man who insists on treating her as if she were a perfectly normal human being? I choose my friends for their good looks, my acquaintances for their good characters, and my enemies for their intellects. A man cannot be too careful in the choice of his enemies. Sometimes the poor are praised for being thrifty, but to recommend thrift to the poor is both grotesque and insulting. It is like advising a man who is starving to eat less. All art is at once surface and symbol. Those who go beneath the surface do so at their peril. Those who read the symbol do so at their peril. It is the spectator, and not life, that art really mirrors. Diversity of opinion about a work of art shows that the work is new, complex, and vital. Most people die of a sort of creeping common sense, and discover when it is too late that the only things one never regrets are one's mistakes. As long as war is regarded as wicked, it will always have its fascination. When it is looked upon as vulgar, it will cease to be popular. London is too full of fogs and serious people. Whether the fogs produce the serious people, or whether the serious people produce the fogs, I don't know. Ordinary riches can be stolen. Real riches cannot. In your soul are infinitely precious things that cannot be taken from you. There is nothing in the world like the devotion of a married woman. It is a thing no married man knows anything about. Beauty has as many meanings as man has moods. Beauty is the symbol of symbols. Beauty reveals everything, because it expresses nothing. When it shows us itself, It shows us the whole fiery colored world. Our ambition should be to rule ourselves, the true kingdom for each one of us. And true progress is to know more, and be more, and to do more. There are only two kinds of people who are really fascinating: people who know absolutely everything, and people who know absolutely nothing. In judging of a beautiful statue, the aesthetic faculty is absolutely and completely gratified by the splendid curves of those marble lips that are dumb to our complaint, the noble modeling of those limbs that are powerless to help us. In designing the scenery and costumes for any of Shakespeare's plays, the first thing the artist has to settle is the best date for the drama. This should be determined by the general spirit of the play more than by any actual historical references which may occur in it. If a work of art is rich and vital and complete, those who have artistic instincts will see its beauty, and those to whom ethics appeal more strongly than aesthetics will see its moral lesson. It will fill the cowardly with terror, and the unclean will see in it their own shame. Bad people are, from the point of view of art, fascinating studies. They represent color, variety, and strangeness. Good people exasperate one's reason. Bad people stir one's imagination. No better way is there to learn to love nature than to understand art. It dignifies every flower of the field, and the boy who sees the thing of beauty which a bird on the wing becomes when transferred to wood or canvas will probably not throw the customary stone. There is only one class in the community that thinks more about money than the rich, and that is the poor. The poor can think of nothing else. The typewriting machine, when played with expression, is no more annoying than the piano when played by a sister or near relation. Do you really think it is weakness that yields to temptation? I tell you that there are terrible temptations which it requires strength and courage to yield to. There is something terribly morbid in the modern sympathy with pain. One should sympathize with the color, the beauty, the joy of life. The less said about life's sores the better. Yes, there is a terrible moral in Dorian Gray, a moral which the prurient will not be able to find in it, but it will be revealed to all whose minds are healthy. Is this an artistic error? I fear it is. It is the only error in the book. I have a dining room done in different shades of white, with white cushions embroidered in yellow silk. The effect is absolutely delightful and the room beautiful. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.